Hi students, good morning. Today we are going to see the topic miscurrent method. Miscurrent analysis is a technique used to find the current circulating around a loop or mesh within any closed path of a circuit. In mesh method, Kirchhoff voltage law is applied to a network. We have to write the mesh equation in terms of mesh current. Hence, we are using mesh current instead of branch currents. Each mesh is assigned a separate mesh current. The KVL is applied to the network to write the equation in terms of unknown mesh currents. Next, we see what are the steps to follow the mesh current method of analysis. First, we draw the mesh current in loop of the circuit. Second, label the resistor voltage drop polarities based on assumed direction of mesh current. Third one, write the KVL equation. The fourth step is solve the unknown mesh current. The fifth step, if any solution is negative, assume the current direction is wrong. Sixth one, algebraically add mesh current to find current components sharing multiple mesh currents. Seventh one, solve the voltage drop across all the resistor. The first problem is solve the mesh and branch current shown in figure. In this, there are two sources are there, 120 volt source and the 60 volt source. Here it can consist of the two loop 1 and loop 2. First assign mesh current I1 and I2 shown in the figure. So loop 1, the equation is, in loop 1 the current I1 flowing in the forward direction, that is a clockwise direction, the current flow from negative 120 volt to positive 120. So we put positive 120 volt, and the current flow from positive to negative in 30 ohm. So minus 30, the current flowing through the 30 ohm resistor is I1, and the current flowing through the 10 ohm resistor flowing from positive to negative. So we put the minus symbol, and 10 I1 minus I2 means the 10 ohm is common for both the loop 1 and 2. We solve the equation. We get the first equation, 40 I1 minus 10 I2 equal to 120. In loop 2, already I told the 10 ohm is common for loop 1 and 2. It's a loop 2. So we put I2 minus I1, and the current flowing through 50 ohm resistor plus to negative. So minus 15, the current flowing through the 50 ohm resistor is I2, and the current flowing through the 60 volt in from positive to negative. So minus 60. We solve the equation. We get 10 I1 minus 60 I2 equal to 60. Next we write the matrix form. 40 minus 10, 10 minus 60. We know we have to find the unknown current I1 and I2. 120, 60. By applying the Grammer's rule, first we find the del. Del is nothing but 40 minus 10, 10 minus 60. We solve the matrix. We get minus 2300. Next we find the del I1. In del I1, we replace 40, 60 in terms of 120, 60. We get minus 6600. We know the formula, I1 is equal to del I1 divided by del. So substitute the value, we get the I1 equal to 2.86 amps. Next we have to find the del I2. In del I2, the answer is 1200. Next we find the I2, and the I2 formula is del I2 divided by del. We get minus 0.521. The negative sign indicate the direction of the I2 is anti-clockwise direction. So we redraw the diagram like that. Second one, use mesh analysis to determine the 3 mesh current in the circuit of figure shown in below. In this circuit can consisting of the 3 loops. So 3 currents are flowing, I1, I2, I3. Assume 3 currents are flowing in the clockwise direction. solution. The first one is a loop 1. In loop 1, the current flowing from negative to positive 7 volt. So we put positive 7, and the current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor. The 1 ohm resistor is common for I1 and I2. So we put I1 minus I2, and the current flowing through positive to negative 6 volt. So minus 6, and the current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor. The 2 ohm resistor is common for loop 1 and loop 3. So we put I1 minus I3. We solve the equation. We get minus 3 I1. 3 I1 minus I2 minus 2 I3 equal to 1. In loop 2, the current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor, already I told the 1 ohm is common for 1 and 2, but we have to write the loop 2 equation. So we put I2 minus I1, and the current flowing through 2 ohm resistor, and the current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor is I2, and the current flowing through 3 ohm resistor. 3 ohm resistor is common for loop 2 and loop 3, so we put I2 minus I3. We solve the equation. We get I1 minus 6 I2 plus 3 I3 equal to 0. Next we write loop 3 equations. First, the current flowing through the 2 ohm resistor. 2 ohm resistor is common for loop 1 and loop 3. So we put I3 minus I1. Why? It is a loop 3 equation. So first we put I3. Next, the current flowing through minus to positive 6 volt. So we put plus 6. Again, the current flowing to 3 ohm resistor. 3 ohm resistor is common for 2 and 3. So it is a loop 3. So we put I3 minus I2. Again, the current flowing from 1 ohm resistor. The current flowing through the 1 ohm resistor I3. So we put I3. To solve the equation, we get 2 I1 plus 3 I2 minus 6 I3 equal to minus 6. Next, we write the matrix equation. 3 minus 1 minus 2 I1 minus 6 3 2 3 minus 6. The unknown current is I1 I2 I3. By applying the Grammer's rule, first we find the del. The del value is minus 39. Next we find the del I1. Del I1 value is 117. Then I1, the formula for I1 equal to del I1 divided by del. To solve the equation, we get I1 equal to 3 amps. Next we find the del I2. The value of del I2 equal to 78. Next we find the I2. The formula for I2 is equal to del I2 divided by del. The answer is 2 amps. Next, del I3. The value of del I3 is equal to 117. The value of I3 is equal to 3 amps. The result, the current flowing through the first loop is I1 equal to 3 amps, I2 equal to 2 amps, I3 equal to 3 amps. Here all the current flowing in the clockwise direction only, because we get the positive value. Thank you.